What's up, mother foxers? Welcome back to the taming of the whore. We're in the whore. Let's take a look. So, we need to finish this, which means I need to do some work on my little starlight thing that I did. Which means if I'm going to put this in, I'm going to put the rear quarter panels in. Which means if I put the rear quarter panels in, I now have to look at this. Yeah, they painted that. That just looks horrible. So, I'm going to try to figure out how to get it out of here. Got a screw down here. And that's about it. I think we got some mounting going on up there. I'll have to take a look. I will be back. Alright, gang. So I was back here kind of just trying to figure out how to get this light out of here. And I pushed up on it, and of course it wasn't like screwed down or anything. I just pushed up on it. Screw's laying right there, so I kind of figured, yeah. I've been hearing some clunking as I'm driving down the thing. And then I don't see anything clunking. Then I grabbed the shock tower over here.
Oh shit.
You're supposed to be moving that?
No.
So then I looked over to the other side, and my dad will get this reaction out of him. And then I seen this.
Oh shit.
I don't know if they didn't loosen something.
Well, we put lowering springs in that.
Yeah.
But
So I think we found my clunking noise.
I think we did too, and I'm just screwing right out of there.
That was not as bad as the other one, but when I went to go grab that one first,
Why in the hell?
and when I could move it, I was like, okay, that's probably the problem. But, yeah, interesting. Cool
We
find.
can screw it down.
Okay, so we got this out. And all I was going to do is pull this off and reupholster it with some, because this will pull right off here, it looks like. There's only one problem. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to survive me peeling this off. Look at that. Yeah, it's weird because it's like this cardboard stuff that's attached by some kind of heat mechanism to this, what do they call that stuff? This mesh material. It's just, yeah, it's terrible. So, if you look up on LMR, the cost of one of these that's upholstered, with the scarlet red, you'll find that it's out of stock. And you'll find that it's $190. So, yeah, that's not happening. And they actually have the unupholstered piece of this for $40. I can deal with that. So, I'll probably just get a new one. Then I'll just go to Joann Fabrics and get the same kind of stuff that I got for the headliner that's over there. Hopefully they still got the same kind. And this is, I know it's getting a little dirty. We're going to revisit this soon. Okay? Because I got to do something to this. Something I found out about it after I did what I did. So we'll get back to it. But yeah, this thing, I don't think it's going to survive me pulling this off there. Could. I don't know. I'll give it a go and see what happens, but I doubt it.
Actors, is it good? Is it good, guys? Is it okay?
That one lost interest. Is it good to go? You don't care. Somebody's driving down the road. All right, so Lily, move it.
Move, kid.
So, as we found out here in the garage, we got this piece of board. I used on, it was a black cherry bomb I had to do the inner pieces to. So it looks like what we're going to do is cut this out in the shape of this and just put it on top. Now, move your little butt there. If you see the back side of it, see how this is all
Get out of the way.
shaped for the shelf that's in there. Of course, you can't put it on that side, but we can cut a piece out here and put it on top, and it'll make this sturdier. And then this will fit around those speakers on that shelf because it has that spot, and this will be sturdier. And I'll just go get some material from Joann's and upholster it. Alright, so here it is. I had to use a Feisner bit there and this in the back side so we can get these as clean as we can. Now I found out this stuff here, they have this thing hinged over there with little pieces, but that's what happens when you try to hinge this stuff. It's not going to work, it's just going to snap just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this off and hinge it with duct tape. That's probably going to be more, because this thing holds, actually you screw this into the frame when you bend it, bends down here like this. So I mean, this was sticking on by sawdust glue and a prayer, so I think we'll be better off. But yeah, sticking that in there isn't a big deal. I mean, I thought maybe because of this stuff here. So what I'm going to do is get some sound deadener and actually fill this space up right here where this is at. I think we're going to have better insulation because that's just a board with sound deadener on it. And this is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, maybe I won't get exhausted out in the car either when I roll the window down. So, but we got to cover up the back seat panel too, because the back seat ain't going in because I don't have the upholstery for it, and I'm not sticking that spray painted crap back in there. But we're gonna go ahead and just cut this off and hinge it with some Gorilla Tape, and it's gonna be better. Like I said, like this, they just perfed these, and over time they're just ripping off. There it is. There's our hinge. It's hinged all the way across it with a piece of tape on the other side. We actually ran a piece across here, but we couldn't bend it. So I said, well, let's put it on the other way. That way we can bend it. So that's what we did. And then on this side, after we bent it, we put a piece of tape on here to secure it a little bit more. But now, like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure this whole thing out here to fill in this space that's going to be on the metal shelf back there. Well, there it is. All done. Just gotta put the light on there and we'll be good to go. Kidding. I was just test fitting it with the sound deadening on the back of it. Roll up here to Joann Fabrics and see if they got what I need. Hopefully they got the same thing, but fits like a glove, guys. Even that little those little cut corners there, you can see in the side there, it's for the rear window defrost, which I don't even know if it works. Alright, there's pretty much a before and after. So I went to the fabric store. Of course, you know, the width of this stuff was like, I needed 59 inches at least. So she measured this with the seam was 59. So I was like, ah, crap. Just cut me a 60. I only needed a 60 by 20, but oh well, I'm going to have some extra stuff here. And it is pretty much the same stuff that I could find as that. So that's good. So far into this whole little endeavor, $20. That's all I'm into it for right now. It's time to upholster this thing. Now you're looking at, I didn't have to buy this. I had it. I bought this board probably 5-6 years ago when I did my other car that I sold. So I'm not going to count this in the price. But with this and this, 20, about 15 bucks. I bought this because when I was at the store I couldn't find any contact cement. So it says it's good and it's water and heat resistant, so we'll see how it works. So $15 for that, 20 for that, so you're in about, with tax, I'm in about 36 bucks for this. I did put some sound deadener on the back, as you can see right there. I mean, if you were to buy that little bit, it'd probably cost you another 15 bucks. So I'm into this thing $36, $37. I mean, obviously if you had to buy this I think is better than that. And if you buy that stock, it's going to be 15 bucks. And like I said, it's not a solid board, which I don't understand. Ford just, it's like they cheaped out, but at the same time, in order to do this method, they had to come up with something that probably cost way more money than it should have. Because right here is where the board stops. And whatever coating they got on this, that's that juke, it's like welded to the board as well. But it's disintegrating and there's nothing there. It's just the juke. Why not put a board and some sound deadening, right? So that's what we did. But let me get to work on this. We'll get this cut out and we'll start upholstering it, get it glued down on here. Probably have to rough this up a little bit. And yeah, get this done and put in there so we can start getting, of course, the plastics. You've seen that in the last video, and the other one's up there. And then we're still trying to find that stupid latch to that glove box. But anywho, let's start cutting some stuff, and well, let's rough this up first. All right, that's how much material I got for 20 bucks. And this is what they call faux suede. It's not real suede, but I like this stuff. It's actually nice. I mean, I was a little unsure of it, but then when I stuck it on this, I was like, yeah, I like that. But yeah, it's a lot, and I only need, the board comes out to here, and so I gotta cut like another 1.5 inches. Alright, so I just took a Sharpie and drew on here where I had to place this thing, because we'll lay this down and we'll put this on top of it since it's more sturdy after we get the glue on there. That way we know where to place it on here, and then we'll start cutting and upholstering. Whatever you call it. This is not, I'm not a professional. So who cares? It's gonna look decent enough being shoved to the back window. Guys, I wish you could smell this stuff. It doesn't smell like regular spray adhesive. It smells like, and I told this to my dad and he laughed. He goes, it does. It smells like if you stopped at a rest area bathroom and I just cleaned it. Seriously. So I hope this looks good when I turn it over. I mean, I can only pull it so tight when it's laying like that. Right. Well, there it is, folks. It's in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get screws in there because I don't think that thing bends down as far as I thought it would. So, I don't know. Seats will hold it up there. The light's in. everything looks pretty good. Look at it through here if you can see it. And then in the back here, it's hard to see, guys, but a lot better than that ugly piece of shit that was in there, that black thing. So that'll work. Well, there it is. So 36 bucks. I did already have the board. So $36 as opposed to $200 to buy it outright, and $40 just to get the board. And then you got to spend the money to upholster it. So, yeah, I got no more excuses on that headliner now, because that's the only thing stopping us from getting the rest of this interior in. And I don't know if I'm going to make a video on that, man, because it's be a bunch of me sitting there trying to poke fiber optic tubes through the headliner and hot gluing them. Maybe, I don't know. But next video, I think we're going to get something installed that's important, because the passenger seat only has 3 anchor points. And that was a javelin that just went by. But it also got 3 anchor points, which isn't safe in a seat. So, but yeah, 36 bucks, man. I did have the material, the board already. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Yeah, doing some seats probably later.